Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? Pretty good here. So we got a little bit of work to do on the 110 TLB now too. Sloppy play stuff, we'll say, wore out. It's got 35 or 600 hours on it now here. Let's see. 3,572.9. So she's got a few hours to her. So, anyways, it needs a lot of work, but this is what we're working on for now. On the loader here, of course, that gets a lot of articulation and activation when you're using it and dumping, and you know, I think maybe the plow has been maybe kind of hard on this too, but you can see we've got a whole heap full of play here, and these guys here are wore out. Quite a bit wore out. These pins, this pin is probably wore out. So this is really bad down in here though. And you can see how much play we got in there, right? So what happens now with that, this is really bad in through here too, and the bottom. So what happens is when you got your bucket up and you're driving along, it's kind of doing this, and it's kind of dumping stuff on you, so can't really be operating it like that. Now I've got these pieces. I've got this piece, and I've got pins, and for everything for two sides. This piece I don't have, and I think it might be not too bad on the bottom. There's a little bit of play there. This bottom bar, I think this one's worse, quite a bit worse. Might be able to get a bushing maybe for that. You know, and I grease the crap out of these things all the time too, right? So you can't say, you don't grease that enough. No, I do all the time. 14 years old in 2005, something like that. So maybe it's more than that now. And, you know, it's had a lot of use and it's wore out, so it needs some rebuilds. But, like I say, don't have these big pieces. I priced them out at John Deere, the actual attacher piece, without all this stuff. So you'd have to reuse, take all this apart, and you'd have to get this pin out of here somehow. That would be fun to get that out, to put in a new one. Just this piece alone. So this piece, what you're seeing here, not including this stuff. So this whole piece down here, not including the bar, $1,200 for one. There's two on here. So right there is $2,400. Holy crap. This stuff actually wasn't too bad. I was surprised. So, but anyways, we got, looks like a bunch of work to do here. That I think had a pin in it one time. Well, this one's got a bolt. And I think I put that in because there was, it's all messy down there too. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to take apart here. There's a little bit more on this side too because of this, this guy here, which actually I don't use, and that's for the self-leveling. I had a problem one year. So this bar here goes all the way down, and it pivots here, and it goes down here, and then it goes down in here, right down to underneath. So this whole thing is, you know, moving there. It goes way down underneath to the controls. Well, it goes down to basically like a little thing sticking out that attaches it, and it's supposed to push the curl. When you go up too high, it'll curl and it'll automatically do it for you. It was cold and it froze, and I couldn't even move the bucket back and forth for curl, so I just disconnected the stupid thing. Haven't put it back on since. You know, you just got to know what you're doing, right? And it's actually kind of nice with this bucket, especially if you got some topsoil or something in there. You can actually tilt it up really high and then shake it a bit, and then it kind of all fluffs it up in the bucket. If that was hooked up, you wouldn't be able to do that. So all right, so we got some stuff to take apart here. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough cotter pins. I'm gonna have to maybe grab some more of them, and we'll start working on one side here. I'm gonna leave her kind of about here. Start taking her apart, and there's some snap rings on here too we got to get off. Now these are different pins than what I'm going to put back in. See, this is a wider one here, this one's a wider one, this one's a wider one. Now when we had the snowblower made for this back I want to say 2010-ish, somewhere around there. They changed the pins, and that's maybe why all this is wore out, although this is wore out down here, and that's still factory, but they changed the pins to attach these great big plates, and one has like a slotted end, so you can only lift this up so high, and these big plates were supposed to stop the action of the lift, which I didn't really like too much. That way, you know, if you lift your blower up, it doesn't separate from the PTO down there. So I didn't particularly like that. So these ones here limited the entire lift, so you can only go up so high, so it wouldn't separate. And this one here, from this one to here, wait a minute, no, sorry, this one to here was the curl, so you could only curl it so much, because then you're putting too much angling on that drive shaft spinning, right? So you wreck your drive shaft. I never actually used them, honestly. I still got them at the garage. I used them once, I'm like, oh, I don't like this. So you just gotta watch what you're doing. You gotta be an operator, you know? So, but that's come with it. So anyways, enough flabbling my gums. Let's start tearing this apart. And I guess we'll start, get some towels and some cleaning stuff maybe. And I gotta look at the new parts here too before we go, because I don't know if they put fittings in. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyways, let's see. All right, so this is the big brackets, I think. Yeah, these weren't too expensive. Like, I think this was like 60 bucks. Well, why is the other piece like 1,200? Like these were cheap. Oh, they do have fittings. Gravy. They even got some grease on them already too. Nice. Oh, because they already been installed. No, I'm just kidding. So that's that one. I think these ones get lubed by the... Well, the one here doesn't really get anything. Just looking. The one has the grease that goes in the end here. It shoots through the pin, and I guess it squeezes back out. Okay, so we got 4 of those things, and we got some new pins. Ooh, there's the numbers. Got new pins. Oh, there's a grease fitting for something. Okay. Oh, for these, I guess. Okay, so they don't install them in that. Okay. So I should have... Oh, they even sent new pins here, too. Sweet. That's good. And another... Oh, snap rings. Okay. I guess I told them to order everything, so we did. Except... Okay, that one doesn't get... Okay, we're missing maybe a grease fitting. I only got 1 grease fitting. That's a pretty cool pin though. See that? You grease it down there and it works its way through and it out through there, through the middle. Pretty cool. Makes it a lot lighter on one end though, because I drilled out a bunch of it, right? Okay, so I'm gonna need another fitting unless I steal one out of there. It's interesting that he only sent me that. And I have a special tool to reach down in here too, and I didn't bring it with me. But I might have to get it. Because these, I guess, are for... Well, let's start taking that apart here. So we got another pin here too, and it's a solid pin. So 2 solids, and then that one needs a greaser fitting. Should check this other one too here. My hands just don't want to work today. This one has greaser. Yeah, this one's greasers too. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Let's start tearing apart. All right. Oh. Now, I've got some pins down here. Let's make sure you guys can see. I'm just gonna make it. Got some. Well, should be able to get that out. And that one is attached over here with the pin. Cotter pin I'm going to yank out here. It was funny, we worked on the other little tractor there, putting that steering cylinder on. There was a comment left. And I love the comments, that's great. Why does it take so long to get a pin out? I'm thinking, okay, so you've seen how close the tire was to that pin. There is no room to work there. Ow! And compared to these pins, that pin was like butter. I have no idea why it was so soft. Alright, so we'll pull this guy out. He's still pretty good shape. Might even just reuse him and just put those other ones in stock. And I think this one will just pull out. So I got, just gonna do one at a time here, just so I don't screw up. Okay, that's gonna, that's just gonna equalize out, I guess. Now if that was running, it wouldn't have done that, but that's okay. That was a gigantic pin. And boy, I don't know, I hope it's not wore out in there too bad. I think this was really bad. Let's just grab that pin again. Ooh, sloppy in there. But oh yeah, it's pretty bad. Now let's grab a new pin and a new bracket here and just try that too. Okay, so that one should be one of these. And that's the bottom here. Oh, uh-oh. That seems too tight. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm wondering what he's got me here. That definitely seems better there. I don't think it's the pins that are wore out. I think it's the cast on these things that are just wore out. But now I'm wondering what he got me here. Gonna be a clean towel night, I think. Yeah, there's definitely some wear in this pin. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the right pin, greased on the end. Okay. Let's just try it in there. Whew. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boy, I don't want it that tight. Now there's a bit of a black finish. Wow. That's like super, super tight. I'm presuming he's got the right pieces because he pulls up the, you know, the diagram, right? No burrs on this or nothing. Feel nothing. Wow. That's a tight fit. I might have to try to get this coating off of this thing. I think it's just, that's been put on there for factory, you know, to keep it from rusting. Yeah, like there's a bit of wear on both parts here, on the pins and on... Now, how am I going to get this stuff off? This is like a I don't really want to just pound it in and just pray for the best. Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out when we get to it. I just want to, for fun, try the other pin here. Looks like it's about the same size. Oh, that one fits good. Okay, so why does this other one not fit? They're the same, right? W47345. Let's try this one. Oh, I think it'll go, but that's a tight fit. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, I guess we'll wear them in quick too, right? But these got to be bang right on or that'll never go in. Wow, okay. I gotta try to get this out of here again. There. Whew. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that when we get to it, I guess. The other one's a W48065, a little bit different number. Okay, let's work on a little dog bone thing there now. And these just have snap rings. And you know what? He didn't get me, I don't think he got me this bottom one here. Might have to do some more of this later. Because I can't have this machine down, right? Okay. That works nice. And that should just come right off. Yeah. And yeah, I don't... Maybe he didn't order me the right pin. Let me think here now. I bet you that's for down there. Okay. Oh, he didn't order me enough pins. Let me think about this here. Because we've got... We've got this one for this guy. Wait a minute. What am I screwing up here? I've already screwed it up, guys. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is supposed to go in here. Okay, well I might have to reuse... Maybe I have to reuse that pin again. Yeah, because we've got one other pin out down here. And that went in here. Yeah, I guess he didn't order me this one, maybe. Yeah. Okay. And that makes sense. Okay, well, we'll just take it right apart here and then figure that out after. Now this other side here, it's got another cotter pin here on it I gotta fight out. It's gonna be a big fight, that one. I think I'm just gonna cut it off, maybe. I know you guys can't really see this one over here, but it's a super long one. Oh, and I don't know if these are gonna even bother cutting that. Oh my goodness. super tight pins. Well, that's okay, they're doing their job. Now I gotta try to bend it. Should get you over here, but there's really nowhere to get you in here. I'm sorry. Holy smokes, then it moves on you too, right? Okay, that might be enough. Or not. Gotcha, turd. Get out of here. Okay. Now let's see where you are looking. It's about the right spot. Okay, that needs to come out. And that was just a bolt. I guess I lost the original pin, fell out. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't remember. And I forgot about one down here. Of course I did. Cotter pins are great and they do work great, but they are a nuisance. Trying to get them out and working on them again. Oh man. This one seems like it feels pretty soft. Of course, the pin's well greased. Right, so it doesn't want to sit still. Boy, I wish I could get these in here, but there's just honestly no room. No room in here. Thing's gonna come apart now. Okay. So yeah, he's only got me 4 pins. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Something's not right. He didn't order me enough pins, I guess. But that's okay. Okay, I'm going to take a minute and get this stupid pin out. It's frustrating me a bit. Okay, that pin's out. Pop this guy out. He's well greased. You can't say never grease the thing, but grease is good, but I think it attracts dirt and makes things wear out faster. But I do grease a lot, so. Okay, there's that one out. Too bad. There's a fair bit of play even in this guy too, but okay, and then this guy come right out too. Okay, so now which one? That would just be I think a regular pin. I don't think he's ordered me enough pins. Something's telling me. Something's telling me. It's wore out in there too. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be hopefully way better than what it was. Okay, we need those new brackets on the sides. All right, and they gotta go. Why am I not figuring this out right here? Oh, that's tight in there too. What the heck? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh man. Well, it's not a good idea to hog this out. You know, I don't really want it to, you know. So these need to go this way. Oh wow, it doesn't even want to fit on the old pin here. Let's give this a clean maybe here. Holy smokes. That's the old pin. It doesn't fit that either. Oh. Now we got a bit of paint in here too. Boy, I'd hate to just kind of smash these on too, right? Going Skeeter, because you got to get yeah, that's the right pin there, because we got to put the clip back on the outside here. Boy, could be just because there's a bit of paint in there. Oh boy, it's still pretty sloppy in this though, eh? And how do you have to replace that whole cylinder? You're into like a pile of money now. Maybe we should have just left this alone. Oh boy. But now if I don't have pins that fit, that's not good. That's not good. Because this one here is one of these greasing ones. It's supposed to go through here. Well, I guess I'll have to clean a bit of this paint off. Well, that's basically what it is, the paint. It's tight. So I cleaned the paint off the inside of that guy there, as you can kind of see, compared to the paint on that one, and then this one doesn't fit, right? So I got a lot of work to do now, cleaning all this out. Oh boy. Okay, we got one side going. Oh man, a lot of work. Now, just got to make sure I do this right. If it was fitting. Still might need a bit of work. Oh, I got the sticker on this one too, that's why. Okay. Okay, let's try her now. The outside one is actually like that. I think it really makes a big difference. That's a bit better. It's not great on this bottom one yet, though. Thought I had it. Thought I had it. Oh, there's still lots of play, though, in this part, too, right? I think it'll be better, but it's not going to be great. It's not going to be new great. Okay, it could be just this pin being a dink. I'll have to work on this pin a bit more, maybe. Okay. Alright, we'll hang it there for a minute. Okay, I think we got this one. Yeah, that's better now. Just a little bit tight on the paint. That's all it was. I mean, if there's at least a bushing in here that I could have bashed out and put back in, but it's not terrible bad. Okay, what the heck? You did go in there. What the corn flakes? Yeah, you're good. Okay, that one just gets the snap ring. And this one gets a snap ring.
Brian MC Brian.
Why is that bottom one still being a dink? You dink. Okay, and this has got to go over some more yet too. Seems to be mostly good there. Okay, let's get a couple of snap rings back on there. I'm just going to use the old ones, I think. Might as well. I don't think I got enough of those either. There. Now, I gotta clean this other side because this is definitely not gonna fit either. So that sucks. Yeah, not by a long shot. And this is the side that gets the pins through here. Clean up. Well, this kind of sucks. I had to clean all the paint out, but I guess that's the way she works. Now this, I probably have to move this pin, get those lined up. It's gonna fit on this one all right. Yeah, this one's good on the top. I don't know why, but it seems good. Now if they all go together nice though, that's the next question. Okay, that'll get it started. When I don't have cotter pins yet for these. That one's good. Oh, that one's off quite a bit. Yeah. Just force it in. Ooh. I think that'll get the most of it. So I need, I guess, some more of those technically too. I guess I should have looked the order over a little bit closer. Should get a center punch, I guess. Just like that. Okay, that other piece can go away now. And, oh, this is gonna be fun getting this back together here. What pin to use for there now? Oh, hang on, I'm pushing yours over. It's all right. Oh boy. Nice to use one of these, but It doesn't even want to fit there. Well, there's no paint in there, so I think if I got the paint off of this guy, she would probably fit. Now that's a lot of work because this is like a powder coat. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet for that. But that one there, we actually don't need. We don't need the pin. Hang on a sec. Yes, we do. Yes, this one gets the grease fitting on the end here, and then just pins back into there. So I'm missing another pin too there. I think I've only got enough stuff for one side tonight. Well, that's no good. Hey, you don't want to know how I got that off. I actually did use my belt sander upside down. It worked good. Yeah. Sounds like the racetrack's going on out on Highway 10. I need a grease fitting for this guy too. So maybe I better not shove it in right away. I'll go down and get a grease fitting for him at least, and yeah. But I think that'll work, mostly. Okay. I will get a grease fitting for that, and should be good. Okay, I think we're good. I brought my tool up. That's for the grease fitting, so we'll drive this guy in a bit more here, and it just basically clamps around the fitting. And that's it, tightens down. And this guy, okay, we're almost there. I know you can't see again. I have to apologize. I just gotta get that turned back in. Now, I need another pin for there, and I don't have one, but I do have what they call tine pins. And one of these might work. That one will work, but it's a little small. That one's probably too big. Yep, figures. Darn weird sizes, so I'll have to go with that, I guess. That'll work, it's just a little sloppy in there. And let's see now, we're quite a bit tighter. Let's get down the one on both sides here. Okay. So we're still loose in this guy here on the cylinder. I can't do much about that. But compared to that, we're quite a bit stiffer, so that's good. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we need, it's got a pin, we got our snap rings in, we got to put cotter pins now in these. I got some different ones of them. That'll work. That'll work. And I'm just going to bend the one ear around. It should be good. I've still got a bit of play in this joint here, but still way better than all this mess here. Yes. So it was down in this bigger bracket thing here, and this pin that was really bad, but this one's not bad now, actually. Oh, we need another cotter pin for the bottom one here. Okay. All right, now we got to grease things up. Let's go get the grease gun. And this will take up a bit of room too. Now, those don't look like they're in all the way. Maybe they are. That's the right size. Well, I'm gonna suppose that those are in all the way, even though they don't look like they're in all the way. Like I say, I grease this thing all the time, like tons. See, now this thing on the end won't get any grease. It's only gonna get little squirts of it there, right? It's not gonna get. Oh, that got real firm all of a sudden. She's tight in there now. This one probably will too. See, that's the downfall of these things. They don't get grease. There's not a lot much you can do. Well, that's real good now. Okay, and I guess that's about as far as I can go tonight because I don't have enough parts for the other side. So I'm gonna have to order. Well, let's see here. He's got one pin. He's got one more pin here for me. So I need 2 more, I guess. I need 2 more of the ones with the grease fitting. And we can do up that side and she should be good and tight because that's really good now, other than, you know, down in the bottom here. Man, there's action going on tonight out there. You know, that's why I spent a lot of time in the basement in my house here, because I don't hear that crap. But that's better. Okay. Got all the other parts, I guess, just not those 2 pins for the grease. And I could reuse the old ones, and I really don't want to. I gotta order 3 more of these, I guess, too. So I'll get those ordered, and this being Thursday, they might have them in by Monday, depending if I can get up to get them, though. That's the other fun part, but that definitely made a difference. There's still a bit of play in the old part here, but like I say, this whole piece here was like $1,200 each. So I don't think we're gonna bother doing that. Now let's activate it here, just make sure it works all good. Make sure we didn't mess something up. I think we're gonna be good. Just a little bit of play there. That's not necessarily, well, yeah, there's a bit of play in this. Not there, but there's not a whole lot I can really do about that one. I don't really want to replace these front pieces because they are very expensive. And it looks like it'd be really fun working on this to get this little spring clip pin out of here, because you can't get in behind at all. I don't know how you do that, but I'm gonna leave those alone, I think. And this should lengthen it out for a little more anyway, so we should probably grease this guy too. Yeah, I should do. Okay, sweet. Well, I guess that's it for today. Can't do the other side until I get pins, and yeah, 2 pins with grease fittings on them. Okay, well, other than that, I think we're good. We've got the other pieces. We've got the other little dog bone pieces, and there's quite a bit difference there. Now the cylinder's moving a little bit there. I'm trying not to move it, but oh yeah, wow. It's really wore out down in here, I think. Compared to this now is good. Be a big difference. Big difference. But now the other problem, very expensive problem, and I don't know if we're gonna fix it or not. Is all this mechanism back in here. Let's see if I can activate that. Look at all this play and movement in here, and all down in here on this pin and stuff, and back in here. These are $300 each, so $600. I think this was $800 and something for this piece. So, and then it needs pins too, right? And I don't know what's in here, if there's bushings in here, because if that kind of looks like that pin might be moving in the arm here too, right? That's pretty wore out too. Like me, it's wore out. But anyways, that's needs done. But do we want to spend that money on it? I don't know. It's not my call. I can just keep driving her and trying to keep her going. That's what I'm doing. Trying to keep her going. Parts here and parts there. And then we'll put a pile of money probably into it, and then we'll get rid of it and get something else. You know, who knows, right? When you put all this money into it, like, holy smokes, that'd be $2,400 just for those things. Back there's another, we'll say, $3,400, 35, 36, 37, 38, 9, $4 grand for those two, and replacing that stuff back there plus pins. So you're probably about $4,300 for something that you'll trade in, and they'll only give you probably, maybe, if you're lucky, 10 grand on this, maybe. So it's not worth putting money into, but I will. It's not my money, so anyway, it's all good. We keep her going. That's my job. I keep it going. I'm trying my best, anyways. But you gotta draw a line eventually. Like, this thing's a 2005. It's got 3,600 hours on it. That's done pretty good. I mean, it's good. I mean, that's good. Nothing major's gone yet. Where's the wood? Knock on some wood. Nothing major like a hydraulic pump or an engine. A hydraulic pump on this, I bet you would just fall over if you found how much that was. I've never blown a line underneath anywhere. There's a little tiny bit of a leak somewhere coming out of the casing in the middle of it or somewhere. It's probably a seal, but that's been doing that forever. Other than that, I mean, it runs good. So, it doesn't owe us nothing, honestly. It's done well. It's done well. But I'd really hate to get rid of it because, you know, I've got my snowplow for the front of it. That works really great. And I've got snow blower with that shaft underneath that runs from the rear PTO for it as well. You know, and I'd hate to get rid of that, but eventually you got to come to the point where you're like, you know what? Like, we just put tires on it there 2 falls ago, I guess now. It wasn't last fall, it was the fall before. And the rears aren't bad yet, but they're getting to the point where, you know, it's gonna be time for tires. And I bet you these are $800-900 a piece. You know, there's a bit of tread left there, but, you know, if we're driving on asphalt all the time, mostly, that's pretty good. You know, it's done a lot of driving. I'd like to know how many kilometers it drove too. That'd be kind of neat. But anyways, that's enough for me today. I'll probably get in trouble for, you know, speaking the truth about the machine, but I mean, it's not going to last forever. It's eventually going to have to go and get replaced. You know, we've already put well, I shouldn't say we haven't put a pile of money into it. We have put a bunch of money into it. We had to replace that cylinder on the far side, the curl. It started leaking, and that repair, I'm not even getting into that. Could have bought a whole new one way cheaper, but they didn't have any in stock, he says. So they just ended up rebuilding it for me. Well, what a mess that was. Not even getting into that one. I've replaced this curl cylinder on the back here once. This guy, and I think it then was about $2,800. It's ridiculous, but yes. I had this one rebuilt. And these things, for some reason, after you rebuild them, they're just not the same. Who's that? Who's this coming? Hi, you. Hi, you. Oh, you go right in again, aren't you? Yeah, once you rebuild them, it's like a transmission in a car. Not the same ever again. So, I noticed this doesn't have as much power digging. And this one doesn't have as much power pulling this arm when you got your bucket down and you're scraping. It's not nearly as strong as it used to be after the rebuild. you can't rebuild these things. Yeah, you can put new on the piston in there. You can put new, there's like a Teflon washer and like a big square O-ring, and then the piston has little hard plastics on it to keep it centered. You can replace those, but you still got micrometers worn out in that bore. You're still gonna have problems. Sorry to say, but you can't rebuild those things, honestly. They are never the same again, so they're not as tight and they're not as good. But anyways, other than that, it's good. It's good. Needs a seat. Should have a seat, but it's still mostly there. It's got some of that real strong duct tape stuff on it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it runs good, starts up, seems fine. Cold starting, it used to be really good, but I don't know now how well it's doing, but you know, like, I mean, like minus 15 Celsius outside cold start. I don't know how well it's doing with that now. It was like amazing when it was new in like the first 5 years, and after that it just got kind of weird, so I don't know. But anyways, I'll catch you all later. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a good day, and whenever we get the other parts, we'll work on this side and make this one tighter. It should be good. Oh boy. Still a bit of play there, but not sloppy loppy like that one. Ooh, look at this even. Watch this here, like that's pulling this thing in and out too. And that's the one we had rebuilt. I'll tell you what they did too. Up there, I got nothing against the guys, but they really should know what they're doing before they start doing stuff. You can see that mark right there, maybe. They repainted it. They put that in a vise. You don't ever put these in a vise to work on them because it'll crush this barrel, and then that thing will get destroyed as it's coming down through there. It will never work right. And I think that's what they did with the one back there too. You don't put those in a vise, you put it in this part, like a pin in the vise to hold it that way. You don't ever crush these down. That's just a little tube, thin tube in there. You know, you don't crush these in a vise, so that's what they did in it. It wasn't good, we'll say. But anyways, again, I gotta go. Thanks again for watching. Catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Someone's woofing.